What's going on, guys? Snaggy here, and it's time to preview Australia versus Tonga Pacific Championships final. I'm absolutely amped for this one, but also a little sad because this will be my last long-form video until the NRL starts to kick off next year and we start doing prediction videos for that. So I'm a little bit sad, but also a little pumped that I can have a little bit of time off, but I won't be stopping. So, guys, just before we get into the video, I will continue to do my NFL and NBA punts on this one, guys. So if you're not following already, you can jump in a Discord. I'll leave a link for that. Jump on, follow us on Dabble as well if you want to join there. Use code SNAG or use the link in the description there, guys. And yeah, it's been pretty fun. But just for those guys, I'd only do short form videos. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable enough being able to talk about those sports for that long. So definitely just keep it short, keep it simple with the shorts there, guys. And I'm pretty excited, man. The NBA it's been fun. We've had a few challenges. We've got testing out some pretty cool software, some AI software to give us a little leg up with the punt as well. And yeah, it's been good. And also just on Dabble, guys, they've been having some really good cashback specials as well. So 4 legs, 1 misses, we get our cash back, all that sort of stuff. So it's been really good, man. So give us a follow on there, guys. And let's get it. All right, Tonga versus Australia. This is going to be absolutely awesome. We've got to talk a little bit about Tonga. We've got to talk about their first matchup, but against these two because they've already played. And then we have to talk about Tonga versus Kiwis. Let's talk about the Tonga versus Kiwis first because I didn't do a post video on that, but this was such a good game of rugby league. It's probably my favourite international, at the very least, in a very long time. I loved every second of it. The Tongans came out blazing. They were absolutely incredible. I was so impressed with everything they did. It was it was perfect rugby league. And if you don't believe me, look at this, man. 91% complete. This is Penrith Panthers stuff. 91% completion, 1,700 run meters with 720 post. These are meters, 7 line breaks, 41 tackle busts, nearly 50 meters average set distance. This is just crazy. 11 offloads. It was a game. I honestly believe they would have beat Australia in that first half for sure. Maybe not 24-0 or whatever it was, 22-0. But it would have been damn close, seriously. They were absolutely enormous in this. And I said it in my post video on TikTok, it's a simple game. If you don't have the halves, run harder, tackle harder, complete, and offload, safe offloads. Just if you win the contact, hit, sprint, get that arm free. If there's someone there, pop it to them. It's a simple game. People think offloading's risky. They're like, oh, they offload at will, but they can make a lot of errors. It can be if you're just hoiking them. But there is a way to control your offloads. Only throw them if you have genuinely won the contact and your arm is free. If there's someone there, throw it. Don't just hit and spin. Just, Tavita Pangai Jr. style, just getting hit and just pegging it the second you hit contact. That's a terrible way to offload. There's a good controlled way to do it, and yeah, they did it. And it's such a simple game. The other guy I just want to give a huge rap to is this guy here, Katoa. Both island nations have been crying out for that genuine half. That is a proper half. Now, I'm going to have to, unfortunately, guys, I thought you got away from the Nathan Cleary chat, but I've got to bring him up. I called Nathan Cleary to be the GOAT when he was 18, right? And it had nothing to do with ability, talent. Normally when a kid comes through and he's got big raps on him, right? Johnsy and Freddie, he's the next big thing. They jump all over him and tell everyone how great he is, and they end up fizzing out and being they end up in the Super League at 24. The reason why I called Cleary, it had nothing to do with talent. It was his ability to control the game with his boot, with his passing, with whatever, but predominantly his boot. Control the dictate the speed, dictate the tempo, all that sort of stuff. To me, Cameron Smith is the GOAT currently. I think he's going to get taken over by Cleary at some point. The reason why Cam Smith is the GOAT to me was for the 20 years he played the game, from the minute the ball was kicked off to the final siren, he controlled the game from start to finish. He dictated the pace, the pressure, the speed, the everything. His kicking game out of dummy half, who to give the ball, his pass selection, which side to go to, who to gets the ball where and when. He controlled the game from start to finish. He had zero talent and zero ability as far as a pro athlete's concerned. obviously he has talent and ability compared to the average Joe. But as far as a professional athlete, he has no talent, no ability, but he's going down as a GOAT. I saw that in Nathan Cleary, very young. I was like, wow, this dude, forget all the skills. This is the dude. I haven't seen the next best person I've seen since that is this kid right here, Isaiah Katoa. He is incredible, man. He's like 18, 19, 20 years old. Obviously, he's only been playing in mid-teams, Dolphins mid-team, the Tongan team over whenever. They've been good, but it's not like he's rolling out there with Penrith, with the Storm, with these teams. And he is controlling games with his boot, with his passing, when to shift, when to do everything. It's actually incredible. Probably not going to get his raps as hard as Cleary has, and because it's going to be very hard to be as successful as Cleary, but he's got it, man. He's got it. You partner him with a good number 6. If they have a good number 6 that can just, doesn't have to be Dylan Brown's level or anything, just a good number 6 that can, so you don't always have to go to Katoa. Tonga are going to be a problem in that World Cup, man. They're seriously going to be a problem in this World Cup. I really think so. It's they're going to be an absolute handful. Now, as far as predictions and bets go, so I'm going to have a bit of... I've done a double up on this one, guys. So I've gone Tonga plus 28.5. I genuinely think they can win this game. But plus 28.5, I think they can do it. I think they can definitely do it. Over 34.5 match totals and Tonga to score 6.5 points. Now, Australia did keep them scoreless in the first game, but I just think they found a bit of a blueprint to score points now. I think they can score some points. So, and the other one I'm actually going to do for my try scorer, guys. I'm actually going to go... Sorry, I just got to get into my app. Come on, Dabble. Speed up. I'm actually going to go for just a bit of fun, guys. I reckon if Aussies are going to win this game, they're going to need their absolute best from a man named my brother Isaiah Yeo, 450. I'm thinking about jumping on him as well. Haven't put it down yet, but I just, rather than just taking out a couple of outside backs to get value, I'm just going to put it on Isaiah Yeo, Tonga. So this is why, but I'll explain. I feel like Tonga may have played their grand final last week. You saw the way they ran on. That was literally like they won the premiership, the way they ran on after beating the Kiwis. There is a good chance. I'm not saying this is going to happen. There is a very good chance they come out extremely flat and Australia roll them. Now, that's going to be a huge problem because I think Tonga's best period is going to be the first half an hour of the game. If they do come out flat, it's a serious problem. So they're going to have to come out swinging. And obviously the reason why I was taking Yeo, if they are a little flat and Aussies get on top of them, and Isaiah Yeo towards the end of the game, lazy defenders through the middle, he's got such nice footwork for a middle forward. It is actually beautiful. I absolutely love watching it. So as far as predictions for head-to-heads, look, I am taking the Aussies, mainly because I do think they're possible. Well, number one, they're an elite team. Let's not gloss over that. But number two, that a week off, possibly Tonga just played their grand final last week. That was huge for them. They could come out a little flat. If they do come out flat, they're done because their best footy's played in the first half an hour of the game. How did Tonga win? Copy, right-click, copy. Oh, it's already on. Copy, paste, and go to town. And they're going to have to use their offload game, spin it. If they do get an offload, spin it to an edge. I don't want to see Adam Fanua-Blake offload into Kafusi and then he just runs for another few metres. It's got to get to an edge. They've got to carve them up that way, play a bit unorthodox, and actually pull the trigger on some stuff. One thing, like the two most boring games, like Australia, when you play Australia, like a lot of teams don't want to take those risks. They're like, we've got to complete our sets if we've got any chance to beat them, this, that, and the other. I'm like, yeah, but if you do that, they're just going to break you down anyway. They're just going to pound you through the middle, hit tackle, strip you for numbers on one edge and score a try in the corner. It's just what Australia do. They've been the best at it for the last 50 years. But yeah, you can't fall into that. They have to take the exact approach they did last week against Kiwi. Show them no respect. We're bigger, faster, stronger. We're going to go through you. Try and stop us. I dare you. And look, man, when they played last time, they I think they just showed them a little bit too much respect. They didn't even win the medal. Australia ran for more metres, so they're going to have to do it, guys. But I'm going to take Australia, but I really, really like Tonga with that head start. If you can get them with about a 16 to 18 point head start, I really like it. Australia, they just haven't been that great. This is far from the best Australian team we've ever seen. And this Tongan team's great, and they've got a really good halfback in there that's just steering them around like a young Nathan Cleary. He really is. He is playing as good as Nathan Cleary played when he was 19 or 20 years old. He really is. He's been absolutely incredible. So, super excited for this one, guys. I should be streaming it. I absolutely cannot wait for it, guys. So, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all. Make sure you're subbed. Make sure you're liking everything, commenting. You know, it all means a lot, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.